Hello, this is Dave Dixon. I live up in Northern California, and I'm glad you found me. I wanted to talk a little bit about a project that I had when I was in college. My degree was in economics, and I went to college, and I graduated, I think, in 1983. So, four-year degree in economics. But one of the projects that they had us do, which is actually a pretty cool project, is to create a business. And so my partner, who was also my roommate, we set up a business based off of Sharper Image, but what we called our business was Executive Image. And so it was just to be in some high-end stuff, so I remember at the time we had contacted a company that sold inversion machines. We contacted a company that had White Stag equipment. That was the name of the sleeping bags and the tents and stuff. And we marketed ourselves, not so much on the internet, but mostly at this flea market. It's a giant flea market up in Roseville called Denio's Flea Market. I mean, it's just gigantic. And so we rented a booth and we bought our stuff and we brought it out there and we started, selling stuff. And my friend, Steve Curtis, he was very, very good at selling. It would never bother him at all to go up and talk to anybody just randomly. So I got to learn a lot just watching him and kind of like he didn't care. And so that helped me out to approach people or answer their questions. And I remember in all the products that we had available in this little cubicle that we had, we were supposed to keep a logbook, keep profit margins, keep how much we're making. I was really kind of amazed after doing it for three months, I believe, and looking at the paperwork, that there was a product that we had that was a inflatable recliner that you would use in a swimming pool. And it was silver on one side and clear on the other side. And the idea behind it was that it would give you a tan on the front and the back because it would hit the silver behind you and then it would reflect right onto your back. And it had these holes in there which are perfect to put like a Coke can in there. I mean, they're all over the place, but you had all these areas that you could put a Coke can. I remember on that one, we bought them for maybe like $1. We sold them for like $5. And so I remember an inversion machine, just roughly, it was something like maybe $200, and we sold it for $250. But obviously, that kind of number, you didn't sell a lot of them. But we would get excited when we sold like 3 or 4, and that would be like $200, right? That's what we made. But on those inflatable mats that we had, those floats, when we sold them and we got at the end of the day, it was kind of amazing how much money we made on them because they were so inexpensive. And we were selling the value of it, being able to get tanned on both sides and places to put your Coke. And because we're buying them for $1 and selling them for $5, that profit margin was just so high compared to an inversion machine. It got to the point that there wasn't even a reason to have the inversion machines out there. And so that always kind of stuck with me. And one of the things I do want to do in the future is I do want to sell some things, but these things that I want to sell are things that I make. So there's polyester epoxy resin parts that I have, and I did a video on it. The video that I did showed a product that I made for that my friend asked me to make. It was a bear penis bone. It was kind of interesting because I didn't know that bears had those, but I guess there's a whole bunch of people that think that is a really great, like a lucky charm, I guess for hunting or whatever. And so I made that for him. It was very, very simple, easy to make, and I made like 16 of them. And I was thinking, not necessarily that product, but I was thinking, yeah, maybe that would be kind of cool to just try a little bit of a business. Probably wouldn't set up a business name right away, but try selling it on eBay. I remember a few years ago when my son was still at home, I told him, if you help me sell things on eBay, then I'll split the profit with you, because I really had no idea how to load things, how to take pictures, how to write the narrative. I really had no idea at all. But it was fun, selling some of the stuff that I had around my house that I was literally just tripping over. And I remember in that short period of time, we sold about $10,000 worth of stuff. So he made $5,000, I made $5,000. So it was nice, to be able to have him involved with it. And it was fun, and he made money, and I was happy because I couldn't have done it without him. So I have these bat wheels, which I'll show those to you later, but they are the bat wheels that go on an '89 Batmobile. The ones I have on the Batmobile are aluminum polished ones, and they're very expensive because you have to make them out of aircraft quality aluminum. And so I have them on my '89 Batmobile. But I also had the idea of making them out of polyester resin. So I made a few of those, and I was thinking about sanding them down and spray painting them like an aluminum color, or or even a chrome, or even gold, and then just listing them for sale. I think it's important to me because I would like to sell something that I could actually make myself, and that way it'd be a product that I could get out there. I remember I was selling some of my turtle shells. I make these turtle shells, but they are big, so they're kind of an oversized thing. And I did sell it to some people. Remember, I had one complaint because the person said that his little daughter got fiberglass in her fingers because she was playing with them. They're not made to be played with. They're made to be hung on a wall. But I mean, I could have, and I should have probably put a primer on the back side of it just to make it all that fiberglass lay down. So maybe it might be these fiberglass turtle shells that I have. I have like maybe 40 or 50 of them on the wall of my garage. So that would be pretty easy for me to sell too. And then I have a steering wheel emblem that's made out of polyester resin, which I have some extra ones there. I also have some turtles, they're little turtles. That one is interesting because I got actually a couple of different hand-carved material, hand-carved turtle from Mexico when I was at Cabo San Lucas. And so it was just one of the things I grabbed, and I tried to make a copy of it with a silicone mold, and I was able to make one. And so then I had a bunch of them, and I started giving them away to family and friends, telling them that it was a lucky turtle. And so they would have them. Even my mom had one of those. And I thought about maybe putting that on eBay and see if anybody might want to buy that. But I think it's going to be like these YouTube videos, in that you really don't know what's going to take off and what's not going to take off. And it would give me a chance just to get kind of like a little manufacturing thing going, because I am interested in doing that, and maybe having that more as a retirement side type business. So the fiberglassing of the turtles and stuff, that is going to be a little bit more complicated, because I need to have space and room to be able to do it. I have to buy some more product, epoxy resins and stuff to do it, even tooling resin to create the mold. So not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but I just thought, I've always thought it'd be really cool to have like a little retail store and be able to sell it, and if people were interested in it, then maybe I'd make a little bit of money. I'd probably use the money to buy more material to build more stuff, or I would donate it to my church. They always have things that they have going on that they would want people to donate to, and that would be nice just to have a little bit of extra money that I could put toward that. So anyway, that's my thought. I don't know if anybody else has done it, or maybe there's something out there that I don't know about. I know my son has a store set up where he has some emblems that were drawn up, and you can buy it on a hat or a t-shirt or on a coffee mug. And I do have some emblem stuff like that for my bat builder stuff. So that's where he doesn't actually touch anything. He doesn't have to buy, any shirts or anything. It's all done through a separate company. And I might want to do something like that too. So anyway, just thinking outside the box. Don't know if anybody else is out there. I want it to be kind of a hobby / little side hustle. I don't want it to be frustrating and getting a lot of people complaining and that kind of stuff. So I want it to stay fun, but be able to use some of my artistic skills. So anyway, if anybody has any suggestions on that or something that you're doing that you think might be good, then I'm more than open to do that, and looking for ideas. Thank you much, and have a great day.